Man, what a crazy NFC North day, boy. NFC North, the topic today. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to talk about the early games with the NFC North that was just lit today. You got the Carolina Panthers doing the unthinkable as a 13.5-point underdog, beating the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field ahead of the big Eagles Packers Monday Night Showdown. You got the Minnesota Vikings going to Detroit and upsetting the Detroit Lions with J.J. McCarthy actually looking like a franchise quarterback today. And you have the Chicago Bears winning one of the most craziest games you'll probably ever see against the Cincinnati Bengals, 47-42. Before I get into this video, man, y'all make sure y'all check out the Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai podcast. Episodes up on this channel right now, man. Make sure y'all check that out. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, if you want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, that information is down in the description box. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share it with your folks, man. Wow, man. Yeah, bro. First, I'm going to start off. Where do I begin? First, as an Eagles fan, although we had a bye week today, it was a beautiful day today to be an Eagles fan. The Green Bay Packers was the only team in the NFC with one loss. They got the tie, but it ain't a loss. You know what I'm saying? And then shout out to Rico Dotto, you know what I'm saying, the Carolina Panthers defense, and those hideous jerseys the Green Bay Packers wore today. Those were the ugliest things. I understand the concept and the thought behind it with the leather helmet supposedly and all that stuff. But that really took their powers away, man. The Carolina Panthers go on the road and punch the Green Bay Packers in the mouth, man. And look, Green Bay, they're a young team. They're a very talented team. But sometimes this is the flip side to young teams. They do immature stuff. And that was an immature loss by the Green Bay Packers today. Mature teams don't lose games like that at home. You know what I'm saying? Against, I'm not going to say Carolina Panthers are not a bad team, but they, against middle of the road teams, man. They are improved, you know what I'm saying? But that's a big win for Carolina, man. Like I said, Rico Dabo ran right up and down their throats, and they played really well defensively, and they get a big win on the road as they, they got a lot to play for this season. And for Green Bay, hey, I don't know if it's the classic trap game coming off of beating the Pittsburgh Steelers and then coming off of having us next week in your building. And then, unfortunately, man, prayers for Tucker Kraft. It does sound like a serious knee injury that might sideline him for the season. We're going to see. Matt LaFleur said it doesn't look good for his knee, so we're going to see about that. But ultimately, man, shout out to the Carolina Panthers for looking out for your boy, man. Then you had the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. All we've been hearing, and look, I'll raise my hand and I'm one of the first ones to admit that I didn't think J.J. McCarthy was any good. I felt like he might have been healthy, but they wanted to go with Wentz because they know McCarthy ain't good. In his eight quarters of football, he looked good for one, the fourth quarter against Chicago, and he was horrendous the first three quarters of that game. He was horrendous the entire game against the Atlanta Falcons. And today he was spectacular today, yo. Throwing the ball, running the ball, showing emotion. And then with the game on the line, man, it's third down and long. Detroit used 2 timeouts. They down 3. They get a stop right there. And all indications, I feel like Detroit would have won the game. They done went down, tied the game, will score a touchdown and end up winning it. But J.J. McCarthy throws a perfect back shoulder to Naylor and gets the first down and close the game out. That is what big-time quarterbacks do in big-time moments like that. When the game, you end the game in the hands of your quarterback. Great play call and great execution by the Minnesota Vikings. And they help your boy out too, man, because now, the Detroit Lions now have 3 losses. You know what I'm saying? So that helped your boy out as well. And then the wackiness of the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals, man. The Bears pulled that out their ass in the end, man. Because look, they nearly had the most epic collapse in the NFL in a long time. They were up 14 with less than 2 minutes left. Didn't recover the onside kick, which is like a 97% failure rate when you kick the onside kick now. And then they go right down the field and score with them amazing wide receivers that Cincinnati had. Joe Flacco had a career day throwing the ball. But then you look, I could talk. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk about it. Before I praise Chicago, Caleb Williams, my goodness, the Cincinnati Bengals got the worst defense I've probably ever seen. I mean, this defense is so trash. It makes literally no sense. Like, they're ranked 32nd out of 32 teams. It's almost like they should be ranked 40th. That they that bad. And it's unfortunate because Joe Flacco playing some ball. T. Higgins and Jamar Chase are amazing. And look, I get it. I know what people going to say. Well, you decided to pay the quarterback and two receivers. You ain't got money for nobody else. But at what point, where's the development? You're like, when you could draft a guy and he actually be a decent looking player. Like, there's a lot, like look, Green Bay, for example, they're paying Micah Parsons, they're paying Xavier McKinney. For the most part, everybody else is young and developed. Like, why do they constantly have horrible defenses the last couple of years and constantly got terrible offensive line play? And I'm going to be honest, man, I don't think Zach Taylor survives this year for the Cincinnati Bengals. I think the Cincinnati Bengals are going to really make the phone call, and I think they want Joe Brady. Joe Brady was Joe Burrow's offensive, and Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase's offensive coordinator at LSU. I think that's the move Cincinnati going to want to make, man. I don't think Zach Taylor survives this thing because it feels like he was being carried by Burrow, Chase, and all these guys because it's like, I mean, dude, for the longest, the offensive line was terrible. And then you look again, now the defense is terrible. Like, at the end of the day, it falls at the feet of the head coach. So I think Zach Taylor is on the hot seat. But for Caleb Williams, man, shout out to him, man. That was the biggest throw of his career so far. Like, they're in danger of having an epic collapse, fall into 4-4 or whatever it is, and then he goes down there and throws a beautiful pass to Colston Loveland, and he does the rest, gets in the end zone. And Chicago looking good, man. In that division, Green Bay is 5-2-1. Detroit is 5-3. And now Chicago is 5-3 as well, and they get another game. They're gonna get Green Bay twice, and they get another game with with Detroit in their building. So that was a big confidence boosting win for the Chicago Bears, man, to hang on and win that game. But overall, a crazy day in the NFC North today, man. In the early window. Absolutely crazy, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm going to have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.